What are signs a guy hasn't matured? Inability to self-reflect in a meaningful way. Hey, I think that'll be me. Any tips? He doesn't acknowledge nor take responsibility for his actions and or the consequences. Won't obviously apologize for it. Yes, this one very much. When they are never at fault. Blatant disregard for others while saying others are inconsiderate. So 70% of the population. If they get offended when you communicate how you want them to please you. My ex threw a chair at me when I told him I was upset that he forgot my birthday, calling himself an alpha male. Oh, thank God I'm early access male. Stonewalling and refusing to have a mature conversation about problems in the relationship. What's stonewalling? I knew my ex hadn't matured when I told him I thought we should try saving money to move into a better apartment. I said I was going to cancel my gym membership, shop for cheaper groceries, take my lunch to work instead of buying my food, and reduce our Netflix account to one screen instead of two. I suggested he maybe choose a gaming membership to cancel. He had 3. Bring his lunch to work, and maybe come up with a drink rotation when him and his friends got together instead of him always buying the drinks. He got angry and said I was a killjoy and that there was nothing wrong with our apartment. Our apartment still used electric coils in the wall to heat the place and 2 of them smoked when you turned them on. The stove routinely caught fire. There was a significant roach problem, and the apartment downstairs was broken into multiple times. I had found a really nice split home for $80 more per month in a quieter part of town, and it was being privately let by a very nice older woman who moved out when her husband went into a care home. I knew then that he would never grow up if he couldn't make those small sacrifices. He always bought his mates drinks, brags about his bed count, duck-size sexual prowess, public or private settings. I don't think it matters. It's tacky and 99% of the time is bullshit. If you actually do have a 9-inch duck, short of you pulling it out and slapping it on the table for all to see, no one is going to believe you, so just keep it to yourself and whoever is in your bed. Legit thought bed count was thread count. I got some 1,500 thread count sheets that I was talking to some friends about. Was a great sale, and felt like you meant this meant I wasn't mature. I realized what you meant now though. Also, I probably shouldn't worry about people thinking I'm not mature when I still laugh at farts. In my 20s, I really didn't have much confidence and talking to girls was pretty tough. By extension, I thought women were really difficult to impress. By 30 I had finally built up some healthy confidence and a self-esteem, and talking to girls dating got easier. And it was then I realized that most American men have set the bar so low that it isn't hard at all. There is, apparently, a vast ocean of the species man-child inhabiting this country. I had an apartment above a bar, and some of the comments from women that came to my apartment. You have furniture, hey. You own pots and pans. Nice. Whoa. Your bathroom is actually pretty clean, a bed frame. Whoa. Haven't seen a guy with one of those in a bit. The depths of my surprise that women could be impressed by a mildly functional adult was amazing. Oh. Also, many men apparently can't, feed themselves. I would occasionally make a really easy pasta casserole. TBH. Casserole is being generous. It was literally a biz of penne, a jar of marinara, a jar of alfredo, a lot of shredded cheese, and sometimes I would bulk it up mushrooms and or some chicken. This thing took 12 minutes and made itself damn near, but it would make enough that I could take it to work for 5 days. More than one GF said, oh, and you can cook. I would try to suggest that it didn't count as cooking, and invariably they would adamantly insist that it does. Anyway, that's all to say that if he can't live alone without subsisting 100% on fast food, while sleeping on a mattress on the floor, and having one chair parked in front of a TV and a milk crate to game on, yeah, immature. It boggles my mind when I look at my female friends' dating apps. The bar is so freaking low. Just not being a creepy weirdo or immediately asking to bang already puts you in the top 50%. Doesn't clean up after himself. It'll do you one better. Doesn't clean up after himself and has his GF clean up for him. Used to hang out with a guy like that back in the day and steered clear of his room. A sign that anyone hasn't matured is not being willing to apologize when they realize that they made a mistake and caused damage, especially to someone else's emotions. Edit. I should add this because I think him not being fully understood here. If you did something wrong, know that you did something wrong. don't feel remorseful and are not acknowledging what you did and whatever consequences your actions caused, are getting angry with whoever points out the obvious mistake you made, are making false excuses and arguments or blaming the victim. You are immature. If you genuinely didn't do anything wrong, then you have nothing to apologize for. This sounds so obviously true, yet it makes me cringe because I've met too many people that weaponize the frick out of this, when he won't admit he is wrong or accept responsibility for his actions. I'm an educator and I know 8-year-olds who have that much maturity. Heck, I know 4-year-olds with that much maturity. Some people just never learn that they can be wrong. Like politicians, for example. No object permanence. I'm still working on that one. Honestly, when he acts like a toddler, do small inconveniences make him throw a temper tantrum? Does he punch walls and hit stuff? Does he get upset when he doesn't get his way? If you can imagine him as a toddler, he's a weenie and needs to grow up. My Bill was 5 years my senior and as a gift I got him a laptop to game on. He told me he got mad once at a game and damaged the laptop. I came to fix. Till that I have yet to mature. The fact that you can acknowledge that is a sign of a great start. General narcissism. Treating people as lesser than them. Talking over interrupting others. Overvaluing their own opinions to the point of arrogance. Trivializing others' accomplishments or skills. Escalating confrontations with family or friends that they treat like shoot while acting completely friendly around people that they don't know to paint themselves as the good guy. Self-centeredness. Acting personally attacked when you say no or call them out for treating you badly. Lack of common courtesy for those around them. And not having the ability to understand or respect the fact that they would be upset if they were treated the way they're currently treating you, so they're in the wrong. The general ability to empathize can be a good gauge of this usually, but the hard thing is that they'll be on their best behavior to lure you in. I see you've met my brother-in-law. He doesn't understand how to not stop talking about being horny. ISTG, when I was dating, I would give a man my number and we'd text back and forth a bit. If I had $1 for each time a man said something sexual via text before message number 10. Makes fun of other guys for ordering or drinking girly drinks. See showing emotions or asking for help as a weakness. Real talk. Pina coladas are freaking delicious. If he doesn't listen to who he is talking to, everyone with ADHD like, grimacing face, has a meltdown when asked to do basic chores because he doesn't like doing them and then threatens to move out because of this. Like, please freaking do, you child. My old roommate never moved past college level cleaning, i.e., not at all cleaning. Guy once cooked bacon on a rimless pan, which obviously spilled bacon grease all over the inside of the stove. Baby teeth. I had one last baby tooth stuck, no roots left on x-ray. Dentists over the years told me it'll come off on its own. It didn't until after I graduated from university. After that day, I got my finances in order, planned my career and always made sure I had gas in my car. He's too firm to fully bite through, hasn't changed color, and still has an undeveloped or sour taste. Shrugs, says my bad and makes the same mistake again. Cares way too much about how much he or someone else can drink. Cares way too much about who he or someone else is having sex with. Uses either of the above to puff himself up or put down others. Call my so. Shall be happy to elaborate. Hasn't beaten the Ender Dragon. Inability to admit they're wrong. Condescending attitude. Thinks they're the freaking main character. Proceeds to belittle others when they don't have any other arguments. Yeah, sounds about right. Kind of sounds like Reddit sometimes, to be honest. Till I'm pretty damned mature, thanks Reddit. I have a bed frame. They actually think they can buy girlfriends. I'm not for sale. Very nice, how much? Doesn't take ownership of his own wants or ideas. Hides behind others and doesn't speak up. Doesn't willingly, or with self-initiative, take on responsibilities. Generally waits to be asked to do something. Purposely evades responsibilities, leaving them for others. Unnecessarily recklessness. Car speeding. Leaves expensive items outside or in vehicle. Juggles knives. Climbs residence without safety, etc. Will evade talking about personally sensitive topics or will omit personally sensitive truths. Can go on, if needed. Juggling knives is a skill and I respect people who can do it. Tantrums. When they get grumpy because you won't do something. Watch video games, sex, cook, etc. Not taking responsibility for any breakdown in relationships. always blaming the partner, claiming they are mentally ill, having absolutely no input into their child's life but thinking they're the best dad because they know their kid's name, living with their mum till mid-40s, never doing any housework and expecting it all on a platter. These are just some of the things my brother-in-law has done, repeatedly, over the past 25 years and more. The one which got my goat a month back was me inviting him to Christmas dinner, as he'd split from his GF, who has mental health issues apparently. She doesn't. She's just fed up of his shoot. Anyway, roll on a week and he calls my husband to ask if he can come with the GF, her 2 kids, his 30-odd-year-old son, who he never sees, and his new GF. No you can't. I already have 11 people. Organize your own family dinner, you poncing twat. White dots on his back or an inability to grow antlers. Edit. Okay. Serious answer. A big sign of immaturity is irrationality. Being either super serious all the time, or not taking anything seriously at all is a major red flag. Can't keep a job. Won't pay bills. Gets jealous way too easily. Can't keep their underwear clean in the course of the day, to name a few. When he doesn't know the meaning of no, he has to involve his mother in any decision. No matter how minor. Minor situations I agree, but major situations like buying a house or stuff like that. He seems cool when you are 18 but you find him irritating and idiotic when you are 21. And the guy was 31 when you were 18 and happens to be besties with your immature 20-year-old brother. I'm in this situation right now. He puts sex before anything else, not treating others with respect. Sadly, I've met men quite a bit older than me who don't respect me because they don't think I have anything to offer them. The best men in my life respect others based on their actions, not on their status.